Let's see. Okay, so we're live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria. This is an English immersion. I'm gonna introduce myself and then we're gonna meet the other students. So, as I said, I am Victoria. I currently live in Florianópolis, but I'm from Goiânia, Goiás, a city that I love very much. And on my free time, I love being here on Immersions on Talk and Talk. I love playing chess, board games, and I've been biking a lot. Also, I love rollerblading, and recently I started beach tennis classes, which I'm loving it so far. So let's hear a bit about the guys. Abik, could you introduce yourself, please?
For sure. My name is Abelard, but you can call me Abe. I am from Belo Horizonte and I am 36. I am the old father of Bononox, my loyal 8 years old French bulldog, and I am a tech guy. And what else? I am a nerd. I like to play video games, to watch TV series, movies, and I love to cooking and drink a cold beer. That's it.
Very nice, very nice. Thanks, Abe. Ana Clara.
Hello guys, I'm Ana Clara, 25 years old. I am from Araruama, it's a city in Rio de Janeiro. I'm a civil engineer and I work as a customer success manager. It's been more than 2 years in this area, but it's related with civil construction. I love going to the beach, play sports, and to be nothing. It's always good to do nothing. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Ana. Rogério, please.
Yes, good evening to everyone. I'm Rogério. I'm 49. I live in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I'm an accountant, and my free time I like to practice exercise, play the guitar. That's it.
Thank you, Rogério. Ana.
Nice to meet you. My name is Ana. I'm 34 years old. I live in São Paulo, and about my background, I'm physics, technology, radiology. I had my master's degree and my doctorate degree in the nuclear area. So I'm a nerd too, Abelard. I'm a very nerd person. And nowadays I work in a Siemens company, and my responsible is to create a new products, a new project with a computed tomography. This is my focus now.
Wow, so you're a doctor. Congrats. That's very nice.
Thank you. It's a
That's
scientist.
very, very nice.
It's so difficult, the scientists with here in Brazil, but we try.
It is. Indeed, it is. Thank you, Ana. Hello, Alexandre. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Very nice
Good
to
evening,
have you here.
everyone. Thank you.
Can you
My
introduce
pleasure.
yourself, please?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandre. I'm from Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm 71, and I'm here on CNT since July 2020, boosting my English. And now I'm studying French and Spanish as well. So I not only study English, I study languages. Yeah,
That's
that's
very
it.
nice, very nice. So, Alexandre, Anna's been here for 2 weeks now on Talk and Talk. Tell us a little bit about your journey, please, since you've been here for 4 years now.
On CNT,
Yeah.
so
How did it
when
help your English? Now you're learning other languages. How was the process for you?
I think it was great. I remember I went to school when I got my retirement in 2016, and I stayed in the school, in the present school, 2 years and a half, and I didn't learn much there. I didn't learn even how to listen a small video, right? And when it I see in the situation was in 2019 when I went to Toronto by myself, and I I almost got lost totally there because my language, my English was so horrible. And when we come from Toronto in the beginning of 2020, I met someone who introduced me to Iaprendi. You know, Iaprendi?
Yeah, yeah. It
Later,
was
it's
right before Talk and Talk, and it was the other name of the platform.
yes. I started here on July 2020, and since then it's impossible to not to participate just because the only place you can talk in English, and I do other things to develop my English, not only here, but I went abroad again, study English almost every day. I read some books in English, and now I'm reading a new book, and it's helping me to develop more my English. But here
Very
is the
nice.
better place to find people who want to talk in English, right?
It
There is
is.
no other place I know that you can access easily and be respectful and talk to everyone and so on. That's it.
Thanks for sharing, Alexandre. That's the main point here for us is to have a respectful environment where we can feel safe to share our different ideas and everybody can listen, can disagree, can agree in a very respectful manner. So, guys, I'm gonna split the rooms in two so we can have more time to talk. And only a few reminders before I split the rooms. You already know, but I'm gonna say it anyway, is that I'm not a teacher. I'm a student here as well, same as you. And today I'm hosting this immersion. This is a place that we're not going to correct each other because we're here to learn, and correction is not something that is gonna improve our English. So if you have any doubt, you don't know any word, you can ask us and we will help each other, but we're not going to correct you, okay? So let's go. I just sent you the questions, guys. Did everybody receive? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna
Hmm.
split the rooms. Abe, Ana Clara, and Rogério will go to the other room, and on the end of the immersion, I'll call you back, guys. So I'll send the invite and have fun. See you in a few minutes. Bye bye. Okay, guys, that's just us tonight. Let's begin with question number one. So, Alexandre, what do you believe are the most significant challenges faced during adolescence?
So in my case, specifically, it was a hard challenge because I moved to the city from the outside to the city. I was an alphabet and I have to do everything by myself, uh, save money without have a job and study a lot to achieve my goals. And I think the most significant challenge was going to the city without any clothes, any money, living na my aunt, aunt house, and she was very good with me. And the thing I could do it was study and study and study every day, 24/7, because I had set a goal before when I was 12. I believe that I could study and work in a bank, and then I have the opportunity to go to the city to face all these difficulties, but when you want to do something, when you are positive to do something, and you act to do something, you can do it, you will achieve it. I guess I strongly believe that your life, your success is inside you. You you decide what you want to do in your life because it depends only on you, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. I remember some immersions ago, you shared with us that you had the dream to work in a bank and you studied a lot and worked a lot to get through it, and you got it, right?
Almost 40 years to work in a bank.
Very nice, very nice. Thanks for sharing, Alexandre. And what about you? What do you think?
I think the difficult, in my case, it was to choose my career for a few years in the future, because in this time it's necessary to make this decision. And I think it's not a good decision because it's not we don't have all knowledge about the professions. It's not a ripening yet for this type of decision, but it's necessary. In my case, I tried the medicine. It's my first option in my, I don't know, vestibular, but the test. And I didn't pass. And I move on for the radiology because in my case, it's about the money. I didn't have money for to continue the other course, for example, the cursinho we have here in Brazil, yes. And my decision is not, I don't have more money and nor time. And I make the decision. Now I love what I do, but I think this period it's a bad period for to try this decision in the adolescence.
Yeah, it is. So you end
Yes.
up being a doctor anyway, a different kind of
A
doctor, but
different,
a
yes,
doctor.
like you said.
Very nice. So I really agree with you when you say it's a very difficult time of life to make such a big decision because when we follow the natural course of school, we have to make this decision by the time that we're 16, 17, 18. And when we're just leaving the adolescence and getting in the beginning of the adult life, we have so much big decisions to make, and our mind changes a lot about what we want. We're discovering life. So it's a very tough decision to make, a very important one. And I guess most teenagers they struggle with that because it's such a big decision. And of course, there's the pressure of family that always has something to say about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. For example, there's the professions they are more well accepted in society, like, oh, I'm going to study medicine, or I'm going to be an engineer or a lawyer, something like that is very well seen. But for example, if you want to go to a different path, for example, you want to study social sciences at college, is not that well accepted as the other degrees. So it's a very big deal that we have to face. And also, in the same way that we have those big decisions, our emotional being is very fragile, I believe, because we're discovering life. We're going through a lot with our family, with our friends. We're beginning to fall in love with someone else. And this everything such a blur, so much things going on. And it's very important I don't know if there's something that can make it easier, but get support from your family, from your friends, and take a time to think about it all because it's never easy. This phase. I don't know if you wanna have kids, but Alexandre shared that you're a granddad, right?
No, no, I have two kids, but I have only afilhado.
Son-in-law, I guess.
No, no,
No, it's not.
godson,
Yeah,
godson.
godson, godson.
My children is like they are accommodating their lives. They are all working in their profession, and I say to them, I need you to have a grandson or a grand girl until I die, before I die.
Yeah, so like I was saying, it's not easy to be a teenager, and it's also not easy at all to raise a teenager, to have a teenager in your family because there's so much stuff going on. So
Yes.
let's go to question number, let me see, number two can be, how do life experiences in young adulthood, like 18, 19, 20, 21, shape your future relationships and career choices, Anna?
I had very good examples in my life. I had my father close to me, and my father is a hard worker. And always I saw this difficult about to win the money, and the difficult about the work because it's not easy. And my father and my mom believe a lot with me and believe about the education, and they emphasize this. They support me about my studies too, about my degree, because in my family I'm the first person had a degree. So it's totally different in this in my family. It's they change our life after that. And I receive a good feedbacks. I receive a good support from them, and maybe in this period, because when I was studying my in my room, for example, I had other friends have a fun, and we listen a lot of you not enjoy the life, just study, just work, just these things. I think it's necessary to equalize, maybe to try to do the both things. But in my case, the effort it's necessary in this time, and I think this is shape my future now. I continue to work a lot, I continue to study a lot, but when I receive these good tips from my parents, and I receive too about the other teachers, I listen a lot, and I think this is a good idea. But it's difficult because in my case, I live in São Paulo, in a suburbia, I don't know, like a um, it's a place, for example, the most of my colleagues, it's not possible to enter in the university, it's not possible to do other things, because the societies maybe create us for not allowing a different type of life. And my friends, for example, sometimes I saw to live for about the drugs, about the other things, and because this I think it's necessary to try, and the support of the family, it's so important in this time.
Yeah, it's essential. It's very beautiful. Your story and the way that you shared that your family supported you a lot. And it changes everything. It changes the way we see life, our point of view of so much stuff. And that's very nice that you had that support because our social classes changes a lot and the effort that we put on stuff. Like, for example, you said your friends will say, oh, you gotta get out of your house, let's have fun, let's do something like that. But it's very different. A person who came from a wealthy family, it's easy to say, okay, I'm not going to study so much, I'm going to get out, have fun, and do so much stuff. And a person who is not from a family who has so much money that has to put much more effort to get into university and to stay there. The problem is not only getting inside the university, it's to stay there because it's very difficult. I had the experience. I studied computer science, but my degree was full time during the morning and in the afternoon. And from my class, only three people graduated. Three. I was not one of them because I had to work. It was really, really hard to attend all the classes. I studied a lot, but I missed a lot of classes because I was working, and there were others classes that I went to the class, but I didn't have enough time to study to the test, to do the work that the teachers send us to do at home. So it changes a lot the perspective and the way that we can uh, get inside the university and get the degree at the final. The hard part is not going through the SAT. I don't know the name in vestibular, like you said. It's not only passing on the exam, but you're being able to stay 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a university dedicated to studies, and a lot of people has to work and study, and others have the privilege of only studying, dedicated full time in studies. So it's not easy, and it changes everything. The family support is everything. It's very important. So, Ale, what do you think about this?
So it was hard, very hard to me in my young adulthood because I was practically alone. Uh, Everyone wants to go to go out to steal fruit in the fair, to take guimba de cigarro do chão and smoking. But I was between them, but I was my mind was set since when I was 12 to was shaped my future was shaped since I was 12 to working in a good company to have receive good money. And then I was with them because it was my cousins, my nieces, but I didn't follow their behaviors. And I face wish to eat some fruits because in the countryside I have a lot of fruits to eat, and I didn't have money to buy any. And I think the most important part in when I was 18, I was studying a lot, but I was so ignorant, so like say stupid boy. I didn't know any about the life. And then I received a mandatory order to do the military service. I'd say amazingly, I did the military service. Because when I went into the military service for the first time, the first month, 2 months, I was totally lost in everything they was doing there. But when I leave the military service, the final of my 19s, I was a person shaped for the future, a person who had could look to horizon and see the light in the end of the tunnel, right? So I was seeing my future ahead of me. And then I after the military service, it was the best part of my life. People say, don't do military service, don't they let your kids go to military service, but it's the good for me. It was the best school I had, right? Not going to primary, secondary, university. No, it was the best school was going to participate 1 year in the military service because the I received a lot of discipline there, right? Discipline that I didn't know that it could exist. When I lived there, I was totally ready to go, raising my head and go. Even though I didn't have good job, but I was working hard to have small jobs, a job to receive one salary, minimum salary, a job to receive minimum salary, and then I'm going to work in Banco do Estado do Espírito Santo 2 years, and then I passed in a bank when I was 26. So it was a very hard time. I'm so glad about this time. My sense of the future alone has this decision because there was no one to say me, you are right, go ahead. I listen to people say, you can't do that. You are so stupid. You are an ignorant person. Will you even if you pass in the Bank do Brasil contest, they will not let you work there because it's so stupid. So
My God.
yeah, it's was very difficult. But hopefully I'm here working at Armarinho. You know, Armarinho?
Yeah.
uh,
I guess Anna
you
don't know.
know,
Tell her.
you know Armarinho, right?
Yeah.
Working Armarinho means when I go out, I go down the stair and then I turn right. 2 minutes, I cross the uh, Dante Michelin Avenue and put my foot in the sand and the armarinho come to my face and then I enjoy. Yeah,
I love talking to you, Alexandre. You make me feel very inspired in life. That's so beautiful when I hear you sharing your story, your life. Thanks for being here with us.
thank you.
Um, Anna, in your opinion, what is the most rewarding aspect of growing older? That's deep.
Yes, the rewarding aspect. I need
Yeah.
to check rewarding. It means rewarding. It's like
In this case, it's like
rewarding.
satisfactory, fulfilling,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Growing
Armarinho.
older.
Yeah, that's rewarding.
Uh, I don't know this correct, but when I started to study, for example, here in University of São Paulo, doesn't exist a subway yet for the Butantã, and I live here in São Paulo in the North Zone, and the USP it's in the West Zone. It's so far away, and it's necessary to have a bus 4 hours in the bus for to arrive the university,
Just
and
your life.
I just for 5 and after for come back from my home. And I wake up early like at 4 a.m. because it's necessary like 4 hours. So I reward this aspect because when I young, I thinking to win a big car because it's easier for our traffic. I thinking and this type of things about the big house, big car, expensive things. I think this is what the best maybe I will have in the future. And now this change for me. I think it's a comfort things. Okay, it's a cool things, but the time now it's totally different, because nowadays for me the most important, it's not about the things, the car, the house, and the correct way in my mind is to time I spend with my family, because I lost my grandmother, I lost my grandfather, for example, I lost other friends I had, and now I think a lot of about this. So I think this is the most real aspect, because sometimes in the past when we are young, we think about this, about to win money, to win, to a lot of other things we possible with money. But now with my 30s, I changed my mind. I think this is different. The time to waste the time with when we possible. Now I have my mom, my dad, of course, but I I saw the life different now about this.
Very nice. Alexandre, and for you?
I think a reward aspect of growing old for me, I'm a 71 person, but I feel as if I were 50, 55 in my mind, right? So get here in with this age, with this mind to able to study English, French, Spanish, and I wish I will study Italian in the future. It's a very, very extraordinary. I don't know how people mention this around me, because I don't ask them what they think about it. My daughter said, "Oh, my dad is going to be a polyglot," and I said, "No, no, uh, calm down. Let me study first." But
Too much
I feel
pressure.
yes, I feel like I can grow more and more in my mind. It's my wish to go study, have the how do I say, being positive to continue doing that, and being healthy is more most important, because the health is the key to go to get old, right? But not use the pajama, right? People are. Today I went to the doctor and he said, "Oh, you are a 71 boy," because the doctor has 84, 84 years old. He said, "Oh, you are," because when he looked at me, he said, "Well, you look like you are uh, so young, you know, I'm 71. You are 71 boy." You see, I saw a lot of I see a lot of people 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", using pajamas. Don't talk to anyone. So boring, and you are so. I think it's very good uh, the gift that God gave to me to continue working in my mind, right?
Right. A 71 boy. Yeah. Um, Guys, for me, one of the most rewarding aspects is the freedom of choice that we have. Not the freedom of can choosing anything, but the freedom of choosing something and getting the consequences for it, even good or bad. Because when we are younger, when we are kids, teenagers, our family in general and society also can stop us from doing a lot of things that we want to because we're immature, because we're not adults yet, because we don't know what we're doing. And for me, the best thing of growing older and growing as an adult is the freedom of choice that I have to be here every day at the same time on TNT, to take my bike and go for a walk the time I want, to work, earn my money, and having the choice to make, oh, with the budget that I have, I can live here or I can live that. With the budget that I have, I can save a little money to go for a trip in the end of the year, or I can go anywhere I want. I can study anything I want. I can do things for the people who I love. I can buy a present. I can go to their houses. I can make a special breakfast, and I can be by the side with the people who I love, my friends, my family, and being able to do things by myself that only I am able to do. Because even though we have a lot of people surrounding us that do love us, most of things in our life, the most important things, they are things that we are the only ones who can achieve. We are the only ones who has the power to change something about our lives. We have the power, the choice, the freedom to choose if we want that person to stay in our life or we don't want some person to stay there. We can walk away when it doesn't feel good for us anymore. We can stay together, stay close with the people that is good for us, makes us feel loved, the people that we love, and share the things that can make us happy. For me, that's the best thing.
And go to Jurerê International.
And go to Jurerê Internacional.
Yeah, very
Actually,
good.
I was there last week
Oh,
to have dinner.
and
Was
then I'm jealous about you, right? Because you.
yeah, yeah. I always say that because moving here to Florianopolis, it was a big dream for me, turning into reality. Because I always wanted to live here. I always thought about leaving my city and exploring the world. And this is one of the places that I'm living, but after 2 years, maybe I want to live somewhere else. And that's for me the beauty and the best part of growing older, the choice. I have something, I have to work a lot, I have to study a lot, I have to run through my goals, but I have the power to choose what I'm gonna do with my life. Obviously, there are limits in life that we have to understand that we can't do anything we want to, but between the boundaries and limits that we have, for me, that's something that there's no price. Like to organize myself and to go through it and say, okay, I got this. I was able to finally realize a dream that I have. I was able to learn how to study English because it doesn't matter if I have the internet or if I have other courses to study. I have to study. I I have to put effort in it to speak in English, to be here today, speaking with other people.
Yep. Do you
Um,
know why Floripa has this name?
no, I actually don't.
Florianop
Do you?
Florianopolis. Do you know?
I don't know.
I think one the good thing I have in my mind is being curious about the everything in the world. Because Floripa is from Floriano. Floriano
Floriano
Peixoto was a
Peixoto.
politician. He was
Floriano
president.
Peixoto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a island. over Floripa Island, there was a prison. Did you go there? Once?
I
Two?
haven't yet. I want to, but I haven't yet. There are 2 or 3 islands, not only one, I guess.
And one of these island was a prison when Floriano was putting their defeat there, and then a lot of people died there, was killed there, right? That's why the city grow with this name, Florianópolis. Nópolis vem de polis, que é metrópole, right?
Yeah.
É metrópolis de Floriano.
That's very interesting. I live here for 2 years now and I didn't know that. Very, very nice. You're an I don't know in English the name, but you're an encyclopedia. Encyclopedia humana, I love it.
A enciclopédia. I know the name, but it's different.
Let me search here. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia? It seems to be. So, guys, I think we have time for only one more question. We have 5 minutes to go, so the guys will arrive here with us. Let me choose one last question. Number 7, Anna. What role do friendships play at different stages of life?
What role do friendships play at different stage of life? When we was teenager, we have a lot of friends. And this is in my case, I'm a nerd person. I didn't have a lot of friends, but I had more friends than today. Today I had for example 3 4 friends stay with me in the long of my life. But this is, I think it's a really different, because when we was teenager, we know a lot of people. And I think the sensation about the closer of people is different. We think closer about all people around I, for example, but it's not a deep relationship. It's just for because it's I studied with someone else and like that. But it's the sensation about the knowledge about this person is totally different, and this relationship is different. For example, when we was a teenager, maybe we have some money for to visit a move, for example, and we have to pay for another friend. We will have a lot of friends because a lot of teenagers don't have a lot of money, and I saw this in the past. And now I think the friends is most it's a close friends. It's just the people are really I like, really I know, really I had bad or good experience with my life, and these people continues together with me. And I think it's totally different, this role of the friendship. Not most about the money, it's not most about the build, it's not most about this, it's about the relationship.
Yeah, I agree with you. I guess when we grow older, we know, and I don't know, sometimes yes, but sometimes no. But we know much more people than we knew when we were teenagers. But when we were teenagers, our relationships in the plural, they were deeper. And as we grow older, I don't know, maybe the relationships, they don't go deep as we went when we were teenagers, because there are so many other things that we have in our plate we have to deal, and they are the job, they are the responsibilities with the house, there is the family, because when you grow older you have bigger responsibilities, so you have to take care for a lot of things, for a lot of people, and the life, it turns a new complexity complexity. So I don't know, maybe our brain or our emotional being is more overwhelmed with so much things going on, and we don't put effort enough to make deeper relationships and relationships that last long, but at the same time, the people who are really, really our friends today, I can say in my side, but most of the people I know, people who are really, really friends, they don't talk every day. They don't check in on every hour. They don't even have too much in common anymore. But there are two people or maybe a group of friends that they like each other, they respect the differences of their lives, and they want to share the good stuff about in life. They want to share about their lives. They want to hear a friend. They want to make something good for them. So it's more like, I'm not here because I see you every day, like I see you every day in school. No, I'm here because even though the life is very complex, even though I have too much on my plate, I'm choosing to be here because I like you so much. I'm choosing to be here because this friendship makes me feel good. When I'm bad, I feel better with you. When I'm happy, I feel happier with you. So that's the thing of friendship for me. Uh, and you, Alexandre, do you agree?
Really. So I have friendships since I was 15. My first friends when I made in the city, they are, I think, 3 or 4 friends from that time, and two of them are even in my WhatsApp. We play joke with each other about Flamengo, Fluminense, Vasco, all the time. And I have friendship from my time of República in Vitória, when I was studying for work, to apply for work in a bank and passing the vestibular. And some of these friends was very close to me, right? I remember a friend who was living with me in the República, that he was, one day he saw me walking to the work. It was like 2 kilometers walking to the work. And then he was a taxi driver. And then he stopped the taxi and he said, why you are walking to the work? Because I don't have money. I need to my money to pay the República in the end of the month, and to pay the secondary study. I just forgot the name. And the end of the month, there is no money left. And then he said, from today, I will pay your tickets to go to work and go to from the work to college and so on. So he is, until today, he's my friend, right? And friend from the bank, since we working back in 18, 98, 90, 98, 99, 2000, they are my friends until now. And it's the best part of the life, because you can break the relationship with the the husband, or can break relationship with the wife. It can break out, right? Can break the relationship with the boy, the couple of boy and girlfriend can break the relationship. But when you have good friends, it's forever.
It is.
If you respond to them when they need to you, even to get a beer near the beach, or let's go to get a beer in the beach, eat some barbecue. It's very good. It's just a blessed from the God.
Friends are blessing, that's right. Hello, guys, welcome back. Hello, hello. Anna, how was the conversation with the guys?
It was very good. I love it being with Rogério and Abe. We talked a lot. We discussed a lot.
Very nice. Abe, did you have fun with them? How was it for you?
Of course, as always, it is good to be here talking and share with you. Today, I'm reinforcing my vocabulary and learning some new words. So it's always good to have this time with you and share with you. Thanks for the subject.
Thank you. Rogério, did we enjoy the topic? Was it difficult? Was it challenging? How was it?
Was a challenge talk. We talked about share time. So difficult to retire nowadays, you know.
It is.
And Abe helped me a lot because I forget some important words. They are so smart, so what a good moment.
That's one of the things that I really love here. We can talk in English for a long time, but when we're in a group, we can learn new words, and we don't learn new words reading books, for example. We learn new words and we understand that by speaking, by listening to the context. So that's very nice. I've learned a lot of new vocabulary here on Talk and Talk, and for me, that's amazing. Anna, I want to hear from you. How was your experience? Did you have fun? Is there something you think we should improve here as a suggestion? We're open to any type of comments.
I love it because the past is always the most difficult for me because I always forgot the word, the verbs, and I learn a lot. And to listen a good histories like the Alexandre and you and I to pass the time. Yes, it's
Yeah.
like a 1 minute and 60 minutes. This is a good conversation, and thank you.
Thank you. Alexandre, what about you? How was the conversation for you?
Very good. I think this it's everything about my life, right? Yeah, since you made this subject because you thought that I could be in your class today
For sure. I
because
love when you're here in the
everything we
immersion.
talk here, all the cash is about me, right? Very good, very good. I
I
love
love
it.
because you always bring so much culture, new possibilities, and new histories for us. Telling me about the name of the city and sharing your life with us is always a pleasure.
I vote,
So,
Thank
I
you.
vote, I vote that Mr. Alexandre become a hoster.
me too.
No, no.
No,
It's much more much responsibility to
it is.
another person needs to enjoy the armarinho, going around the beach every day. I think falar em português. Ana tá moreninha, você acha que ela vai à praia em Araruama todo dia, né, Ana? Olha como é que ela tá queimadinha
No,
de praia,
I was on vacation, so I went to the
olha.
beach every day.
Oh my gosh. Very
And my
good.
webcam is not so good, so I'm.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot for being here tonight. I had a lot of fun with Ana and Alexandre. I hope you had fun as well in the other room. I just sent the survey. Please, it's very important if you rate the immersion and leave a comment, a suggestion for topic, a suggestion about the immersion, any kind of comments, very important for Talk and Talk and for me to improve the immersions here for you guys. And have a nice end of the week, nice rest for you, and bye bye. Thanks for being